Hello, hello.
Yes, hi.
The Madman!
Hi.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah, good finally connecting here.
Yeah. And glad you got the sim set up. Can you launch it and stuff? You are in the program.
Yep, I'm on. There's the beautiful One Piece music on the background.
Yeah. Have you watched? Did you watch it or?
Did I watch what?
One Piece? One Piece, yeah.
Oh, yeah, good amount.
Okay. You are familiar with the characters and so on then?
Yes.
Cool, because I've put together like some different deck lists for you to choose from, but I guess we could just start by, going through the rules of the game and so on. Because
okay, cool.
Do you know anything about how it's played, or is it completely new to you?
I'm going to say basically no.
Okay, yeah. so basically completely new.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. We will go with Shanks versus Luffy. Okay, cool. Okay, so this is the layout. You have your leaders in the middle of the board. Here you can see it's Luffy versus Shanks. And every leader has like their own ability, which you build your deck around. And they have a color, they have a power, and they have a life total.
Okay, is this a specific version of Luffy, or is there like many types?
Yeah, there's like they have reprinted the same character a lot of times for like there's a bunch of Luffy leaders. I think he is, he's the most printed leader ever.
Okay, are there different abilities per Luffy, or are they all the same?
They're different abilities. So they're basically like entirely different cards. Just the same name.
Okay, cool. Got it.
You have your leader. You have the color of your leader, and the color of your leader decides what cards you can put into your deck. So as you can see here in the corner, there's our starting hand, which have all purple cards. And for the Shanks side, which is red, you have all red cards. There's 6 different colors, and there are some leaders which are dual colored as well. So you can choose between a wider card pool, basically.
That sounds overpowered.
Yeah, it might be, but you have to pay the cost of having 1 less life if your leader is dual colored. So it balances out like that. So Shanks effect is that you can give a character minus 1k power. The Luffy has a different effect, and every leader has their own ability, which is pretty important when you build your deck, because you want to be building your deck around your leader's ability.
Okay.
So we start with mulligan phase here. You draw 5 cards. You can mulligan. You shuffle all of your 5 cards back into your deck, and you draw a new 5 card. And the opponent can do the same.
Okay, so it's a mulligan the full hand and draw back to 5.
Yeah. So Shanks is going first here, and as you can see down here, we have our mana, or Don as it's called. The player going first gets 1 Don, and then from there on out you always get 2 Dons. So the second player gets 2 Dons, and on Shanks' next turn he will get 2 more Dons.
Okay.
The Don system is like one of my favorite parts about this game, because you can both use them to play out characters. As you see here, the Uta card has a 1 on the top left corner, which indicates the cost.
Okay.
But you can also use your Dons to boost your attacks, meaning for every Don you put on a card, it becomes stronger for that attack.
Okay.
So you never float Dons basically in this game, which is pretty nice. You can always like utilize all of your mana or Dons. And I guess the goal of the game also, you see here we have our life cards, which is just cards. Like from the top of our deck you put the cards face down, and this is our life. And the game is over when one player has 0 life cards, and then 1 more attack needs to connect, and then you're dead. So we both have 5 life cards, which means that 6 swings needs to connect. We can do our first turn here. We have 1 Don. We can play our 1 Don card, and this card is a searcher. Are you familiar with searchers?
Yeah, a good amount of those in Magic.
Yeah, okay. So this is a searcher for a red-haired pirate card. So we can look at the top 5, play this, look at the top 5 and choose 1 red-haired card. I'm just going to do this quickly now, because just explaining the basics of the game here. We just pick any card here.
Quite interesting. Are all red decks just Shanks decks?
No. A lot of different archetypes, but this one specifically is... because there are there's some cards which are leader locked to red-haired leaders and so on.
I see.
We paid our Don, we tapped it, which means it's used, and so we have nothing else to do here. So we pass to our opponent, which gets 2 Dons. You usually can't see your opponent's hand, right? But in this case we can. They have nothing to play, so they pass back to us. We get 2 more Dons and we draw a card. And since it's now our second turn, we can now attack. Your leader can attack, your characters can attack, but your characters have summoning sickness.
Okay. Did your leader also have summoning sickness, basically?
Yeah, I guess so, because like the first turn, no leader can attack.
Right.
So attacking, you rest your character and you declare what you want to attack. And in this case, we only have 1 target, which is the opponent's leader. So we are attempting to attack the leader here with our 5k power, which you can see by the top right corner.
Sure.
And our opponent also has 5k. When an attack is happening, the opponent has the option to counter with cards from their hand. As you can see on the left, it says counter plus 2000. Can you see that on the Franos? Yeah. So this means that you buff your leader for this combat. So to counter, you throw your card from hand into the trash, and your leader's power increases by that much for this combat.
Okay. Seems like a good move.
I don't know if this is common, but like an equal power beats an equal power when attacking, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So we will, as Luffy here, throw a card from our hand to give plus 2k power to our leader, so the attack does not go through.
Okay.
Now we can also use our dons here, that we have, 3 dons. We can either use it to play out the character, but we can also use to take these 3 dons and attach them to our little Uta here with 2k power. So she becomes plus 1k for every don attached. So now she is a 5k, so we can attack 5 into 5. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, we will, as Luffy here, we will take this swing. We will accept it. And what this means is that we lose a life, and losing a life means taking the top card from your life and adding it to your hand. So basically drawing a card, right?
Ooh.
Which is pretty nice, you know? As card gamers, we love drawing cards.
It's a catch-up mechanism.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a very, very nice mechanism because like there's the option to starve your opponent by like not swinging, not giving them cards to hand, and so on. So we took the swing and we got the card, and we passed our opponent. I think like that's like the basic mechanisms of the game. I don't know if I was going fast. Did you
That makes sense.
basically understand?
All right. I guess I'm ready to win.
Of course, you know, there's a lot of different cards which have different effects, but I think we'll get into that. When
Can cards attack other cards?
Oh yeah, right. We have a character here which is rested.
Yep.
You can only attack characters if they are rested, but
Okay.
you can attack the opponent's leader even if they are not rested. So the Luffy leader here can now attack this Uta since it is rested. And if the attack goes through, you know, they're attacking 5k into 2k, I'm not willing to give up that many cards in our hand just to protect this tiny character.
Okay, so you can counter on your basic characters too.
Yeah, so we will just let this swing go, and Uta is moved to the trash.
Okay. At the beginning of your turn, are your Dawn automatically unattached?
Yes.
Okay.
So if our opponent plays a card here, and it's our turn, you see we can't attack this character because it is not rested.
4 Dawn for 1,000. That's so cost inefficient.
You know, it ramps us on active Dawn.
Oh.
So purple is like the ramp color.
Yeah.
Generally, what decks do you tend to lean into, like playstyle wise?
Control decks, value decks, but I've tried to broaden out so that I could play any.
Okay. Because like there are specific like identities for every color, and I guess black would be like the main control deck, but I think it's also one of the like it's a bit trickier than most. I don't know how you're feeling about
play Magic?
If I've played Magic?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I'm only
Okay. I was gonna say my color identity for Magic. It's basically a control type, but
okay. Yeah. I could show you like the decks I've put together.
Give me the brief rundown.
Yeah. Okay, so first of all, we have Buggy here. Do you know Buggy, right? Buggy the Clown.
Great character.
So this is the color blue, which kind of revolves around drawing cards and removing by bottom decking your opponent's characters, which is sometimes relevant because of like KO protection and stuff.
Okay. Does that character you just use 5 Dawn and then play anything? Oh, and discard a card.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So Buggy is pretty straightforward, I'd say, in the playstyle.
I assume he's trying to cheat out some sort of massive cross-skill card.
This is the massive guy that you're looking for.
Okay.
Like vanilla stat line in this game is 2k above its cost, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like 4 Dawn for a 6k is vanilla.
Got it.
So 10-12, great stats, and you can also bottom deck one of your opponent's characters, which is basically remove a character.
Wow.
And you can play it for 5 Dawns.
Okay, very good.
So this leader use your leader skill every turn, shit out Buggy, swing big, 12k number.
Okay.
Pretty simple like starting deck, I'd say. We have Kalgara, which is a yellow deck. Yellow is kind of like life manipulation.
You have a ton of decks here, so maybe introduce me to a few options that are good for the beginning game, and then we'll describe the others after.
Yeah, true. I prepared one for every color.
Oh, how many colors are there?
Oh, there are 6.
6, okay. Okay, yeah, I'd love to know about the 6 different colors.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I can just go about like the colors identity quickly instead of going into the deck. So yellow is like life manipulation, using your life as a resource, taking your life to your hand to do stuff, or like trashing your own life, trashing your opponent's life, stuff like that.
Cool.
Moria is the black deck, which is control, KOing your opponent's characters, doing some basic math along the way, like reducing cost and KOing specific costs of units. Purple Luffy. Purple is the ramp color. You ramp Don, you get ahead, you play your big guys out ahead of curve and win because big guys. Shanks, red deck. Red is like power reducing and also a bit of control, I'd say. Power based removal, also big guys with rush, which is charge basically. Sorrow, green Sorrow. Green's identity is a bit vague, I'd say, but this is basically the ultimate smork deck. Swing large numbers. Okay. I also prepared one dual colored leader. I think this one is probably a bit harder, but it's very fun as well. It's a lot about like sequencing stuff, so I don't know if you like that.
Sure. I mean, I'm a logistics nerd.
Is there any of these decks which you feel like immediately feels more interesting?
All right, let me think about the recap. Yeah. So black was a control deck, yellow blue was a card draw deck.
Yeah.
Red was power manipulation. Yeah. Green was smork, purple was...
Purple is ramp deck.
Ramp, right. And yellow is the life manipulation.
Yeah. So like healing and... so this specific leader cheats out characters by paying your life as a cost.
I see. They all seem interesting to me other than the green one. Why don't you choose one for me? Whatever you think would be good for my first game.
I think maybe Shanks. I think Shanks is pretty straightforward, but still has some like nuance to it.
Cool. For my reference, how good are these decks?
I'd say they are pretty good. I mean, I think Sorrow is like one of the best 4 decks at the moment, and Kalgara sees like some like top 16 performances in tournaments. Mori as well. I mean, all of these decks are pretty good, I'd say.
That's cool. I don't know about the history of how long this game has been out. Even how many expansions worth?
I think we are in OP 12 right now. So like 12, and there's some mini sets in between. So I think like 15 or 16 expansions or something like that.
Wow. Okay. Is the way the game's commonly played that you can just play any of the cards right now?
Yes, but they will have a rotation from next year on, I think.
Have there been any cards that have been restricted for being too powerful yet?
Yes, there has. There's one leader which is very dominant at the moment, which I did not introduce you to, but don't worry about that.
Don't worry about it. Okay.
It was like everyone was expecting this leader to get banned, but it didn't, and now it just wreaks havoc everywhere it goes.
Just for my reference, what leader is it?
It's Luffy.
Luffy?
Yeah,
okay.
It's blue-purple Luffy.
Blue-purple. I knew they were overpowered with dual colors.
So this is the leader.
Let's see. You may activate this effect at the start of your turn. If you have 8 or more Dawn, look at the top 5, reveals 1 Straw Hat Crew added to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the top or bottom of your deck in any order. Interesting. It's not one that pops up as super OP.
It's basically, as soon as you're at 8 Dawn, it's draw 2 every turn, which in its own is very strong, but the main problem is in combination with discard. Can you see the text?
Yeah, reveal the top card of your deck. You may put into play up to 1 revealed character with cost 9 or less other than the Sanji. Place the remaining cards on the bottom.
So with the Luffy leader effect, you can very reliably set it up so that the top of your deck is a very strong card, which you can play out with this. Since the leader also allows you to you can rearrange the order of the cards and put it back on the top of your deck. So you put, let's see, you put like one of these big 9-drops, and then you play 2 big 9-drops in one turn, and then you draw 2 cards. It's broken. It's broken.
Okay.
But yeah, I think Shanks is a good starting point.
Great.
Do you want to go over like specific cards so you know what you're doing somewhat? Or,
I should probably take a look at it on my side. How do I get this?
I'll send you the deck list.
Let's see. So Shanks, I may activate this effect when my opponent attacks to give them minus 1,000.
As you remember, countering with cards. So this effect is basically like you have 1 extra card in hand every turn. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Because instead of having to throw a card with counter, you use your leader effect.
Got it. Okay, so this little girl is just a make your opponent's card easier to kill.
And there's also since she has a 2,000 counter, most cards usually have 1,000 counter. So this is basically used to pitch from hand to defend swings.
Got it. Blue top 5 for red-haired pirate. Add to hand. Okay. Cool. Building snake. Place this character on the bottom. Can you activate main the turn you play this?
Yes, you cannot activate it on your opponent's turn.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
And this is also a non-counter card, which is, you can't run too many non-counter cards in your deck because it gets stuck in hand. You can't play them out.
Oh, interesting. Did you just say most decks don't run too many non-counter cards?
Yeah, like most cards with no counter are the strong cards. So
Right.
you do run cards without counter, but you can't have too many of them.
Interesting. Rest this character basically means tapping it?
Yeah, exactly.
If your leader has red type, yes, give up to one of your opponents minus 2,000. Okay. To one of your opponent's characters of power 4,000 or less cannot activate blocker.
Yes.
Cool.
And blocker, it's basically, if you have a blocker, you can rest it to redirect the attack to your blocker.
Ah, I see.
And this is a blocker.
Ah, after your opponent declares, you may rest on KO if your leader has the red hair pirates type, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with an original power of 6,000 or less. Ah, so this is when it dies, so to say.
Yeah, so you
Okay.
use sack it to KO something that your opponent has. And it is original power, which is a bit important
Okay.
because you can't reduce power and then KO something bigger.
Yeah. I noticed on top right, they have like type of attacks. I guess this is sometimes relevant, but
Yeah.
not for this deck.
Very, very rarely, but sometimes relevant.
Okay. Are a lot of these characters like represented in many different types of cards?
Like the specific characters, you mean?
Yeah, like are there multiple Lucky Brew cards,
I
for
think
example?
there are, yeah. There are, most characters have multiple cards, I'd say.
I see.
Yeah, here's another Shanks, for example.
Yep. On your opponent's attack, once per turn, you may trash a card from your hand, give up to one of your opponent's leader. Okay, so it basically turns any card into a 2,000 counter.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a way you can get your non-counter cards out of your hand, for example.
Sure. Kill the 3,000. You may trash one event. Play this character from the trash as arrested. Okay, so it comes back.
Yeah, and event card, you have 2 of them in your deck. As you can see, like the last card.
Just 2?
Yeah, the second effect isn't that relevant always, but
Got it. Divine Departure. You may rest 5 Dawn, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 8,000 power or less, and it costs 1. So basically, you play this when you have 6?
yeah, exactly.
Or more. Okay. Up to one of your leaders gains 3,000 power. Oh, so it's like a special 3,000 if you use it as a counter.
Yep.
Interesting.
So
These seem pretty good. Do many decks run mainly? What are these characters?
I'd say most decks have like some events at least, or there are counter events, which this is, but it acts as both counter and removal, which is pretty neat. But I think most decks have like some type of these cards, which gives increased power.
Okay, this card seems really strong.
Yeah.
Is there a reason there's only 2 of them?
You have a lot of other cards which also KO stuff.
I see. Haven't gotten to them yet.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. Yes, saw. Up to one of your leader gains plus 1,000 power until the end of your opponent's next turn. Dawn 1 when attacking. When up to one of your opponent's characters gets minus 1,000. So I assume that means you basically have to spend 1 Dawn when you attack.
Yeah, you have to have
You
one
can
Dawn.
spend
You have to have one Dawn attached to it.
Oh, attached to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And attaching a Dawn increases its power by 1k.
Cool. Trash with a power of 6,000 or less. Cool. Silvers. Choose up to 2 of your opponent's characters. Give one character minus 3,000. Give another 2,000. After this, KO 1 with power of 3,000 or lower. Okay, so basically a 6,000 killer.
Yeah, and it's also until the end of the power reduce stays during their turn as well. It's until the end of their opponent's next turn, which is neat.
Okay. Your opponent has a character with 8k base power or more. Give this card in your hand minus 3. Ooh, if your leader has the red-haired or is Uta, your leader gains plus 2,000. Okay. So many Shanks. Shanks. How do you usually refer to this? Like, do you refer to it as 4 Shanks?
Yeah,
9 Shanks?
we have like blocker Shanks, I'd say, and then I think buff Shanks, like the 9 cost, and then we have
Buff Shanks.
Then we have bomb Shanks next to it.
Bomb Shanks. KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 10 or less.
Yeah.
Do you usually just drop the 10,000, just say 10?
Yeah, 10k usually.
10k. Okay. Oh, we got another Shanks.
Yep.
All your opponent's characters have minus 1,000. 1. Rush. Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is Rush Shanks.
Cool. Is there a maximum Dawn number that you have?
You have 10 Dons, so this is like your big late game boss monsters.
Okay, seems like a pretty straightforward deck.
Yeah. This is basically, play your cards on curve, you go to 10 dons, you drop your big guys, overwhelm them. You control the board early game with your Ben Beckman, the 7 cost, and your Rayleigh, and also Luckyru is also a pretty insane card. It's like raw power alone. It's very overtuned, but it's leader locked, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It's basically the
reason why you play red. Got it.
Yeah. Okay, Phil, are you ready to get into your very first One Piece card game?
Yeah.
So you won die roll, so you can choose if you want to go first or you want to go second. If you remember, the player who goes first gets 1 don, and the player who goes second gets 2 dons. And then from there on out, you always get 2 dons. So one player has the even curve and one player has the odd curve. Since you have your 10 drops, you want to get to them as soon as possible, which means that you want a even curve.
Okay. Yeah, I was just checking to see if it seems like while I'm on this interface, it's not letting me speak on Discord. Okay, so I just have to make sure to tab over to Discord.
Okay.
So, that's interesting. So because of that design, this deck goes better second, huh?
Yeah, exactly. You can turn off music and stuff if you want to. You see the sound buttons. So yeah, because of that, you want to go second. What is your initial thought about this opening hand?
Looks like I have a bunch of support cards. They cost low, which tends to be good, but it doesn't seem to be relevant here. I think I should mulligan.
Yeah. And there's also there's a lot of 2Ks, which are generally used not for playing out, but to throw from your hand. So you're not really looking to have them, that many of them. This looks a lot better. Oh yeah, you have to do every action manually here. So you get to draw a card, and you get to draw Don. So 2 Dons available here, yep. Makes sense playing the Searcher. So the Searcher looks for red-haired type cards.
Oh wow, the perfect card. We'll take a Building Snake.
Yeah, makes sense. Can play it on curve, since you still have 1 Don active.
Drag to choose bottom of deck.
Oh yeah, you can choose the order which you want to put them on the bottom. It doesn't really matter. I think you just press. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you can order them, and you can.
Okay, so I want to attack.
Yes, but since it's the first turn, you cannot.
Oh right. Can you play cards after attacking?
Yeah. So it's basically one big main phase where you do everything.
Okay, so opponent's playing Eustace. Yellow. Let's see. Yellow was the life manipulation, yes. So Kintaran, top card, face up to set 1 of 3 to 8 cost characters of Supernova type active, gains blocker. Okay.
So basically just a blocker generator. Okay, so opponent has no play. So he just attached all of his dons to his leader and swung a large swing at you.
Okay, cool.
So now you have the option to use your leader ability. It doesn't really do anything. It doesn't cost anything at the same time. But you will have to take this swing, right? Because you have no counter in hand. And that is not a problem. You're happy to take the first, 2 couple swings.
Yeah, thanks for the card.
Yeah. My favorite thing in this game is taking every swing. Is getting a really large hand size. And he passed, so you can draw dons. And now you can start attacking, since it's the second turn. Oh, to attack. Yeah, you have to press your leader, and then you have to press attack. And then you choose your target. So now he's thinking about if he wants to counter. He takes the life. And, okay, he got something called a trigger mechanic. Trigger is basically an effect that happens exactly when you get the card from life to hand.
So lucky.
Yep. Every game needs the RNG factor.
Okay. Trashed Eustace Captain Kid, an 8k. Okay. Trash up to 1 card from the top of your opponent's life. If your opponent has 2 or less, draw 1 and discard. Okay.
Yep. Play on curve.
Yep. Easy. So next turn I'll now, let's see.
You also have the combo now, right? Since you have the Marco and you have the Building Snake in play as well.
Oh, combo. Oh.
Okay, but he is also doing some removal.
Searcher. You may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life cards to your hand. KO 5 or less.
So he basically took a life, got rid of your guy.
Okay, so here I can activate this. That's use card action, right?
Yep. And then you press the leader. So now you only have to give a 2k instead of a 2k and a 1k if you want to defend the swing. Yeah, you can press no blocker as well. So now you can decide, do you want to get another card into your hand, or do you want to toss a card from your hand? Because you do have the Hongo 2k.
Nah, Hongo's too good.
Yeah, it's definitely fine to take this if you want to. It's I think like this knowing when to take life is one of the hard parts to know about this game, I'd say.
Yeah, I did note that the opponent gave me a hint that he can destroy my remaining life, so I probably shouldn't go down too far, but I'll take this one.
Yeah. And you get no trigger. Unlucky. Okay, so you have two different plays this turn, right? You have the 4 cost and the 5 cost.
Yeah, just to make sure. Oh, right, these aren't rusted, so I cannot attack them.
Yeah, exactly. So it's either the 4 cost Shanks or the 5 cost Marco. And Shanks is the blocker. If you play the Marco, you can get rid of one of his small guys, but they aren't really that scary. What is your gut feel?
Let's see. So if I save 3 of my Dawn, I can swing them at Eustace, or one of my chumps here.
Yeah.
So that gets me to thinking I should play my 3.
Yeah, but you know, the 3 only has 3k power. It's pretty low stated since it's a 2k, and 2ks are generally like not that great on their own.
Yeah. Can these what's the word? Give Eustace minus 2000?
No, only characters.
Oh, I see. Okay. And reducing 1 to 0 doesn't matter, right?
No.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just play this 4. But first I'll attack, I guess. And then since I'm not spending 2 of these, I might as well attach them.
Yeah. So you press one of your dons, and you can press another don. Yeah, exactly. So now you swing 7k. And generally, like, a very useful tip when beginning is that swinging... Oh my god. He's so lucky.
Why are they so lucky? This dude's playing cards for free?
He's so lucky.
He's so lucky! Your opponent's life with 3 or less, play this card. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's so lucky. Actually disgusting. But yeah, a general like tip when starting out is that it's generally a good idea to swing 2k above what you're attacking, if that makes sense. So 7 into 5, 8 into 6, and so on. Since counter cards can only be 2k or 1k, it forces them to throw 2 cards.
Okay, let's see. Reveal Supernova's type character from your hand, add it to the top of your life face down. If your leader has Supernovas, give up to... I noticed that 2 of these just happen to flip to the left.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out why.
So he's attacking you, and you have both of these effects available to you. The blocker Shanks and the leader effect, and you get to choose which order you want to do them in.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out this play here. It's attacking a 6k into my 5k.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess just to eat up the Shanks ability, sure.
Yeah, exactly. And now you also, since you have the blocker, you can use your blocker effect for the first time now also. So if you give minus to the opponent's leader, and you don't want to do this, and then you can press your blocker, which has 6k power, and value block. No card spent.
Did that to set up Kiku Nojo, presumably. Yes. Then now to counter this, I have to throw a 2000.
Yeah, but you also have this blocker Shanks, which, if you remember, which his effect is you can trash one card from your hand, give 2k power minus.
I see.
So you can toss any card.
Got it. I have a ton of this one. Let me figure out if I want this guy. KO up to... well, this one's... Let's see, I have 6, so I almost certainly want to play this next turn. But that is a lot of them, so I guess I'll trash one of these.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, and then you choose the attacker. Yep. You know, sequencing is a lot more smooth when playing this in real life.
Got it.
Okay, 8 dons.
Wow, this is a blocker?
Yeah. Oh, because of the leader effect.
Oh, let's see. Oh, so he did this effect.
Yeah.
Set up to one of your 3 to 8 cost characters active gains blocker. And to do that, he revealed this guy.
Yeah, which is another trigger. Can you believe it?
If your leader and you and your opponent's life total to 5 or less, play this card. Okay. Blocker. But that doesn't mean I can attack this.
No, he can just redirect your attack into it. You have some pretty good removal plays here, which involves the Rayleigh. I'll let you figure it out.
By the Rayleigh, do you mean the building snake?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm just figuring out if I want to attack and activate Trafalgar Law. Let's see. So this will get played. That's okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Dan, you saw this. You saw this quickly, and yeah, you deploy it, and then you choose first minus 3k to something, and then minus 2k to something, and you can't choose leader, unfortunately.
Okay.
So yeah, and then you choose. What to KO, which you want to KO the Law. Cool. And now he's crying.
If I attack with this, then I cannot block with this?
Yeah, you cannot.
Okay. Let's see. So if I attack with both, then Trafalgar and Kiku Nojo and Eustace are going to gang up on me. That would be scary.
Kiku will be minus 2k power during his turn as well now.
Oh, it lasts that long?
Yeah. It's a measly 4k body.
Until the end of your opponent's next turn. Okay, so 4k. So only Trafalgar, 5k, and Eustace. Alright, let's just beat him up.
Also, I think something people do in the beginning a lot is that they are very scared to swing with their blockers, which I think is a common beginner mistake. It's good to be aggressive.
Yeah, get him.
Okay, so he countered the second swing by giving a 2k. Oh, giving a 2k, using a 2k counter.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, next turn I've got 10, so I can play this one. If your opponent's character with 8 or more, give this. Okay, I wonder if they did. No, they didn't.
I think you could have played that last turn, actually.
Oh, they did have one. Okay. All right, 6k, so I will counter 2k. Let's see, do I have that card still? Yes. Hard to figure out which one of these is the worst card. It's probably Marco. So I'll throw Marco overboard. Let's see. So just need 2k, so I use this ability.
Mm-hmm. And select. Yep. And you don't want... Oh, I guess you can. I think since you pressed it now, but you can still give minus to something that is hasn't attacked yet, so you can give minus to the Law, which is 5k. So that was the leader skill.
I see, so I timed it incorrectly.
It doesn't really matter, since he still can't attack now.
Well, did you just give me a life? Put up to one character with a cost of 8 or less on top or bottom of its owner's life. Oh. Ooh.
Yeah, so... By healing you, he also removed a minion or character.
It's pretty strong.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay.
Okay, so this costs 6.
Yep.
Could be good.
It's a pretty big body as well. 10k power.
That is big. Let's see. And then my other potential play is to play this to get rid of someone. Do I lose when I run out of time?
Oh, are we in timed lobby? Oh, okay, yeah, I think...
Yeah. Your friend's so mean.
Oh, no. Okay, don't worry about it. It's just a learning experience, right?
Wait, but do I lose if I run out of time?
Yes.
Okay, well then, time to turbo play.
But I think your instincts are so far has been spot on, so... Yeah, big guy. Buffs your leader. And so this buff also stays during his turn.
Ah, I didn't know that. That's pretty useful. That's cool. I actually didn't know that. That's cool.
In real games, you usually have a shared time of 30 minutes. It's just a sim where you have this chess clock kind of system.
I see. Yeah. Okay, searcher.
But I'd say you're in a pretty good spot. You are a bit sad that you haven't seen your big 10 drops on your 10 down turn.
Yeah, there's a number of them.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. That's interesting. I wonder why they made that attack. Oh, to also attack with Katakuri, I guess. Oh, no blocker.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because they still force your leader skill out, so... Okay, do you want to defend this attack? You are kind of running low on cards in hand. This is basically heal 1. He's turbo playing.
Add the top card of your deck to the top of your life cards, then this character gets +2 cost until the end of your opponent's next turn. Opponent's turn on KO, add the top card of your deck to the top of your life cards. Wow, why is this card so good?
No, it's from the newer set, so... Okay, also important card to read here is the 2 cost that he played. I think we will run out of time on this one, which is a bit sad, because I think you're in the lead here, actually, still.
If you have super other than Capone that would be removed, you may add that character to the top face down once per turn. Okay.
And I don't think he has any supernova type characters, so I don't think the effect matters that much. Like, so that effect only triggers when you KO a supernova type card. Just play curve, just play 10 costs. Win game.
Of course.
Oh, okay, yeah. So there's a timeout. You can do untimed lobbies, so we should have just done that. But I feel like you got the hang of the deck.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Do you want to try another game with the same leader, or you want to try something else?
Let me play a different one, yeah.
Okay.